It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From the 6. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 7. Yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 2nd and 5. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On 3rd down, Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Go, 70, Indy. Double tight, guys, double tight.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Lawrence. Campbell making the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Well, this defense for the Bengals, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back to the same target, Campbell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kerryon Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. An extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And some room to work. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Joe Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 59 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Hey, my 7.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
All right. Hey, Haywood. Hey, let's get this. Shoot. Watch 15. Watch 15. Mark 15. They can't hang with us. Shift. Let's go.
Now Lawrence. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Fighting through, and he's got space. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Burrow will throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
11.
To the air again, Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top. It gives you a chance to go make a play.
Let's make these babies cry.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off near the 32. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's taken down inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10 from the gun to give to Mixon. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Burrow. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Mixon. Oh, boy. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They may have the edge on the score.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath with those guys on the defensive side of the ball. They've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Bound to lose one. 15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals have recovered it. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Mike 15. Mike 15. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
15's the mic. I got 15.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Again, it's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bengals drive about to get going. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A good pickup there at 22. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Drew Sample, 77 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
61, matchbox, play. Go, 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 go. Ready?
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Play action. It's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. Open man right side is Shark. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Lawrence on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That caught by Trimble. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and forever. Burrow will throw. This one hauled in by Sample. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 34. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad...
Touchdown, Panthers! Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to his left. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow looking downfield for Godwin. And my goodness, another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A toss left, Mixon. Fighting him off. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Jonah Williams, former 1st-round pick, the guilty party. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. The toss play to Mixon. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 19. He's got his man. That's Sample, the tight end. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the 2nd half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game lose. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 15. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Panthers 49, Bengals
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark.
And some room to roam now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Mike 15.
To throw again is Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Burrow. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Lawrence. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.